Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. We are diving into our 2 o'clock tasting and a keto tip. Oh shoot, it's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock tasting and a keto tip. Oh dear, where did the day go? The day went to homeschooling and life. Dropped 2 kids off at volleyball. I've got one that's going to ballet very soon, then going to watch a volleyball game, then going back to ballet, all of the things. So I came on here a little late, but I did not miss it. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? I have 2 winners for Mom Fuel. So I will show you those names, and then we're going to talk about portion control. What does that look like? And so I have a couple of funny, well, not funny, it's not like it's a funny story, but as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? And we have some winners of Mom Fuel. I'm going to shake one of these up. You are going to win one of these. And so those of you who shared the last couple of days, we went, my daughters and I put the names in and grabbed 2 names. And so you will get the opportunity to learn about ketones. You'll get 3 different flavors. Super great. And so the way that you can be entered in for tomorrow is just press the share button. Sharing is caring, and your name will go in. It'll be great. I'm actually going to shake up this one today. Strawberry peach. So we have Leanne Burley and Sharon Caps. You are the 2 winners. I need your address. So you won Mom Fuel. Congratulations. Okay. As I'm shaking this up, we're going to talk about portion control and what does that look like. So oftentimes, I'll give you an example. How many of you, well, I've talked about this in the past, but how many of you feel like when you make dinner or lunch or you make a meal, you have a main dish and you have to have 2 sides? Anybody? There's like this weird, like, I've got to have 2 sides, or I've got to have I've got to have something with my main dish. I share that because a while ago I posted a picture of a steak. And I was like, oh, I'm having steak for lunch. And somebody was like, awesome, what are you having with it? And I was like, nothing. I'm actually completely full with just the steak. And so I thought that day, I was like, you know, how funny is it that we are out of habit? We have to have sides with our main meal. So if you've got chicken, you've got a veggie and a steak. And it's to get your greens in. I get it. But how often do you think sometimes we overeat? Or maybe we eat so much and it's on our plate so we feel like we have to eat it. And so a couple tips to help you. I don't want to say eat less because that sounds bad, but like oftentimes people eat because it's on their plate. They're not hungry, they're full, they dished up too much food, whatever the case may be. How do we stay within portions? How do we eat till we're not overly stuffed but we're satisfied? So a couple tips. Hold on, I'm going to break this open real quick. If you've been watching, these are the exact same, just packaged differently. So different flavors, same product, different packaging. If you want to know more about my Mom Fuel, post 5 in the comments. I've been drinking it for a long, long time. It's pretty simple. Put it in a shaker bottle, you shake it up, you drink it. I always say drink it under an hour, but within 30 minutes, you've got ketones in your system and you feel incredible. It is a tool, puts you in ketosis in under an hour. Like put ketones in your system so you have better energy, focus, helps with fat loss. It is incredible. And so I love them. I love them. They help me become a way better mom for sure, as far as brain focus and energy. Okay. So, and this one's so delicious. So, portion sizes. Number 1, your first portion tip is, this seems silly, use a smaller plate. So when you're at your home and you're dishing up, how often is it to fill up this big plate with all of the food, right? And so if this is like a half bowl, half plate, for some reason the set came like that, but it's supposed to be like a smaller plate. So I actually use these a lot. And so one simple portion tip, I know it sounds funny, but use a smaller plate and you might find yourself not dishing up as much food and therefore you're not eating as much. I'm not trying to tell you eat less food, but oftentimes we over-dish, we dish up. We say dish up here in Minnesota. Sometimes we have friends over, or like all summer, you know, we live on a lake and I'll yell outside. I'm like, it's time to eat. And then all the kids are inside and I'll be like, dish up. And when we lived down south, people will be like, dish up? I'm like, yeah, get your food. Dish up, dish up. Do you guys say that? I would say dish up. Anyway, so use a smaller plate and you probably won't eat as much, because how often do we get to the end of our big plate and you probably weren't hungry for all of it or whatever. So that is one tip. Number 2 is track your food. So I know a lot of people don't like tracking their food. I actually hate tracking my food in a tracker, but I did it a long time ago to visually understand how much food I was eating. So if you feel like you're overeating or you don't have your portions under control, go put all of your, I'm not going to do it for you. You'd be shocked at how many people message me and go, can you tell me how many calories and how many, nope, I'm not going to enter all of your information in. Go to MyFitnessPal, go to a carb counter, put in your information. So it's your gender and your age and your activity level and your, all of the things, right? Your weight, your height. And it's going to suggest calories, but if you track it, it's going to go at the end of the day, hey, you did pretty good, or oh my goodness, I ate a lot of food. I had no idea how much I was eating. It's a good visual for a little bit till you understand and can see food on a plate and go, oh, this is actually how much food I should be eating. So that's number 2 is tracking. So number 1, smaller plates. Number 2, track your food. Number 3, and the reason I say track your food, or the next one is read labels. So if you flip things over, oftentimes, I'll talk about like if you want some almonds, you'll grab the bag and stick your hand in and stick your hand in and you're grabbing more and you're eating out of the net jar, all of the things, right? But if you flip it around, I'll use this because I have this in here. If you flip the bag around and you actually look at the serving size, I could easily eat this whole bag of cookies. I don't like them. So, and they were used for a different demonstration. So clearly they're still on my floor. If you saw my bedroom, you would laugh. It's like set up like a little studio, but it's a mess because it's always loud in my kitchen. You'd think I'd be able to record in there, but no. Unless you want to hear dogs and kids. Okay. So if you just take this and you're like, oh, this is like a serving. This is totally fine. This is great. I'm going to eat all of them. I can just easily open this up and munch on them. But if you look at the back, it actually has 2 servings in it. So this is equivalent to 2. And so if you were to look at it, you go, okay, well, there's only 5 carbs, but technically 10 because I ate the whole bag. I'm just saying, be aware of the servings. If you're eating nuts, measure them out. If you're having a keto snack, flip it over and look at it, right? Just be aware. Oftentimes, people overeat and they overeat good food, right? I was telling my daughter today, she just ate lunch. We got some of that keto bread from Costco. I actually hate bread, even keto bread. I just don't like the sponginess of it. I'd rather have the meat and cheese by itself. But anyways, she was having a sandwich. She had a sandwich. She had some strawberries. She was munching on carrot, I don't know, something. And then she went to sit down to do her school, and then she got back up and she was in the kitchen, and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm hungry. And I said, whoa, really? Are you hungry? She goes, I think I'm hungry. And I said, Amelia, you just ate a pretty amazing sandwich I saw you make. And you had a whole bowl of strawberries. You had whatever veggies you were munching on. I said, I'm not saying that you're not hungry. I'm not putting a complex into my kids' brains. I promise you. I've got 4 daughters. I totally get it. I never talk about being fat. I'm not on a diet. But I will call them out when they are snacking all day long. And so we homeschool. We're home all the time. It's very easy to go into our kitchen and grab something and snack all day long. So I'm like, are you really hungry? And she's like, yeah, I'm hungry. I'm like, you're not hungry. There's no way you're hungry. You just ate a great meal. I'm hungry. I said, okay, if you're hungry, what I want you to do is I want you to drink some water, go sit down, work on some school, and then get back up and have a snack if you're hungry. And within 5 minutes, she's like, yeah, I'm not hungry. I think I just didn't want to do school. So, and how often do we do that? We just don't want to do whatever task is in front of us, whether it's school or work or laundry. So we mindlessly walk into the kitchen or the employee lounge or our friend's office or our candy drawer, and we just grab something to munch on. We need to control our portions. Really, another way you could say it is, don't eat if you're not hungry, or stop over dishing yourself food and just eat. It's okay if you go through a line more than once or you go back for seconds if you truly are hungry, right? Sometimes we have this mentality of if I don't get it right now, I'm not going to get any more, right? And so you can overeat good food. The bottom line is you can overeat good food. What? I thought I could eat as much fat as I want to. I could eat as much keto food as I want to. It's still calories. It's still food in your system. Your body can only digest and handle so much before it's going to start storing it, even good food, right? So the tip today was simply this. Pay attention to how much you're eating. Even if you have a main dish, you don't have to have two sides. I think that the restaurants did that to us. I would like a steak. Yep, what two sides would you like? And then you obviously want to eat all of your food because you paid for it, right? And so just pay attention. Smaller plates, track your food, make sure you check the serving size. That's it. If you have any amazing tips that you use to help you stay within a good portion or portion control, or if you've got something that you're like, this always helps me not overeat, really, really works, let us know. Post below. Otherwise, I'm going to drink my mom fuel. I'm going to go drop a daughter off at ballet, pick one up for volleyball practice, and then go to a volleyball game. Because that's how we roll in this house. And, it's so good. If for those of you who are just tuning in, here's the winners for my mom fuel. We have Leanne and Sharon. You're going to win a pack of my mom fuel. I need your address if you want to learn more about it. It's pretty incredible. Plus it looks pretty and it tastes amazing. Post 5 in the comments. I will send you a message. I'd love to know what your goals are. What are you hoping to achieve on keto or low carb? Which, by the way, you do not have to be doing strict keto with this product. Most people are eating low carb. Most people are eating better. I've got people that are vegan and Whole30 and whatever their healthy is, but this is their fuel. This keeps them on track. This helps curb their appetite. This helps with all of those things. And so if you want to, you can either go to, hey, Mackenzie, post 5 in the comments. I don't know if the link is working, so if you want a trial pack, I've got a variety of flavors. Just post 5 below, and I will get back with you. So we just do PayPal or Venmo. You can grab 5 or 10. If you press the share button, let me know that you shared. Your name will go into the drawing for tomorrow's 2 or 3, 4 o'clock tasting and a keto tip. It used to always be 2, but anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope your keto tip was helpful. I'm always here to help. I'll send you a message with any questions that you have, and that's it. I'm out of here. I've got mom duties to do. Mom duty. That's funny. All right. I've got things to do, and I appreciate you all. I'm always here to help. Have a wonderful day.